that we're not under those things. We are under grace. But we should try, as I learned, to live as perfect as we can. And so we probably should keep those things. We are going to come across in here. Paul makes a vow. I think that what happened when he'd been eating, creepy. Well, there's no creepy crawlies in the sheet. I always say that, but I always think of, on Fear Factor, whenever they eat spiders. But he had been eating pork and he had been eating those kind of things. So, and he probably got addicted to bacon. And so whenever he starts heading back from his last missionary journey in chapter 20, he makes a vow, J. Vernon McGee says that that's probably a vow for what he was eating. He'd probably become addicted to the bacon, and so he had to make a vow. He had to shave his head and agree not to eat bacon again. And so, because he's going back to Jerusalem, where he's going to be attacked when he wants to witness to Jews, and they don't eat bacon, and so he can't be eating bacon around those Jews. Chapter 21, Paul goes to Jerusalem and is arrested. Verse section in verses 1 through 3. Paul has made 3 missionary journeys. He is returning now, and it is almost like a wonderful victory march as he comes back into the city of Jerusalem. But along the way, warnings are coming to him. He knows that trouble awaits him in Jerusalem. Chapter 20, rather, I'm sorry, concluded with the tender meeting he had with the Ephesian elders at Miletus. Now he boards ship for the voyage that will return him to Israel. So Paul at Tyre. In verse 1, and it came to pass that after we were gotten from them and had launched, we came with a straight course to Chus or Choas, and the day following unto Rhodes, and from thence unto Patatara. That's another wonder of the world, is that Rhodes was the Colossus who spanned the straits at Rhodes. So he went through that. And finding the ship sailed over unto Phoenicia, we went abroad and set forth. Are we following him? We took a ship at Miletus, and they sailed down to the southern coast of Asia Minor and Patara. I'm sorry. There they changed ships. Now he is headed for Tyre on the seacoast north of Caesarea. It was actually on the coast of Israel in what was ancient Phoenicia. Today, that is Lebanon. Verse 3, now when we had discovered Cyprus, we left it on the left hand and sailed into Syria and landed at Tyre. For there the ship was to unladen her burden. I love the way this is expressed. I think the translators of our authorized version have captured something with the modern translation that the modern translations just miss. They discovered Cyprus on the left hand is a way of saying that as they were sailing toward Tyre, Cyprus loomed up in the distance on their left hand. Of course, it doesn't mean that they were the first people to discover Cyprus. They saw the island and were near enough to recognize it, but they did not stop there. They were on their way to Tyre, a great commercial center which had been there since ancient